Good evening, everybody. Good evening, friends. In continuation to yesterday's my small description, I found a little more information which I wish to share. Let me start first with Parshurama. The occasion being again Vaishaka month, third day. That is called as Vaishaka Tritiya. Vaishaka being the second month as per Hindu calendar. Yesterday we was talking about Parshurama, and we need to talk very little about his guru, his mentor, Lord Dattatreya. And related to his works, there are two major works which we can just get updated. First one is martial arts. He was considered as the first to teach martial arts, karate. Karate mean kara is a hand, arte, a game with the hands, karate, which later shifted more towards Buddhism because Buddhist monks use this as a protective device, using hands as a protective tools rather. The next one is what he learned is Warfield from Lord Shiva. That is karate, no doubt. The second one, Lord Shiva's in Trinity form, Dattatreya. From Dattatreya, he learned the most important one, the most important of the esoterics is Tripura Rahasya. Tripura mean three cities, Rahasya, secret of the three cities. And today available are hardly very few of its contents. It is a book of or a knowledge of 12,000 shlokas which are divided into three sections. First section is Gnanakanda, second section is Mahatmya Kanda, third section is Charya Kanda. Unfortunately, we don't get the Charya Kanda, that is the Kriya part, I mean do's and don'ts. Whereas Gnanakanda and Mahatmya Kanda are available through Ramana Maharshi's ashramam, Arunachalam. So this is considered as one of the most important of the esoterics in philosophy. People who also go for philosophy, meditation, the supreme level goes to the gnana, that is knowledge, and it is dissipated from Lord Dattatreya to Parshurama, from Parshurama to Haritayana, his Shishya, Lord Parshurama's Shishya Haritayana. It is available in book form. This is a little of the works related to Lord Parshurama. And the second importance of Akshaya Tritiya, Kshaya means which will not end, which will not decay. It is basically Vaishaka Tritiya, we can say, but it has got an extended name, Akshaya Tritiya. Because Lord Krishna had granted a gift to Draupadi while they were in exile, a vessel, a bowl rather it is. This bowl will never run short of food. This gift has been given to Draupadi. A small anecdote related to that is after feeding all the five brothers, Draupadi had left with no food in the bowl because they were hardly getting any food, and Bhima used to consume major part of the meal. So they were left over with hardly anything. Probably they were starving as well. So by the time to test Draupadi, Krishna arrives in the evening, late evening. He searches in the bowl. Then Krishna says to her, "Why in the bowl?" She says, "Brother, I hardly have left over with one bowl." Then Krishna and says, "Because you fed me one grain of boiled rice, I am giving you a gift of Akshay Patra, which will never run short. Your house will be always full of food as long as this bowl is existing." And later on, this will become a very big people. Okay, so this is the major reason why this day is called as Akshay Tritiya. Then the third part, the third important reason or the most important esoteric of the secret of the day, Ganga, the river Ganges, came down to earth. Here I wish to say a little about the name Ganga. Ganga is Akasha Ganga, came all the way because of the Rishi Bhagirath has performed deep penance. Jet, that is his locked hairs, flowed down with a great force. It was passing through the Jahnu Maharshi's ashram. So he got little angered because the flow of the Ganges was so turbulent. It disturbed his total ashram. So he consumed the water. He swallowed, rather, we can say, pledged to release Ganga. Then Jahnu Maharshi, has released Ganga from his right ear. There is again a small difference in the anecdotes. Some people say that he vomited out from the mouth. I don't think, because vomiting, whatever so spit out from the mouth, will not be useful as per the tradition. So I think it should be from right ear should be the correct correction or correlation. And even traditionally also there is a practice while people perform homas, yagnas, or any upasana. They use the right ear as the most important place for any indecent occurrence at that time. They close or put right hand towards the right ear. So the third reason or third important event related to Akshay Tritiya is, first one is the Parshurama Jayanti, second one is Akshay Tritiya, the name why it got Akshaya, that is related to Draupadi. The third one to Ganga coming down to the earth or through getting released through the Jahnu Maharshi's ear. So it is being released from the Jahnu Maharshi's ear. So the name came out as Jahnavi. So Ganga is also called as Jahnavi. Then is another important event occurred on the same day, that is Sita Mayya's Agni Pravesh. It occurred on the same day. That is a purity day, we can say, purification day. Let me not talk much about this part because there is a school of difference of Ramayana. But I strongly believe only in Valmiki Ramayana because this is the only authentic Ramayana. Rest of the things were added, and let's not get into the controversy of it. Whether Sita has really gone into the fire or not, this is one of the biggest controversial discussion. But this is the day on which she had entered into Agni Pravesh, Kiyesuddin. Then is Vyasa. Let me talk about Vyasa. Vyasa has started writing Mahabharata on the same day. He took this day as the auspicious day to start Mahabharata. Here we can say a very little few words about Vyasa again. Vyasa is called as Krishna Dvaipayana. That is one thing. Dvaipayana mean it is a peninsula basically. So India is called as peninsula, Krishna Dvaipayana. Krishna stands for dark colored. So Vyasa is dark in complexion by his physical appearance. So Krishna Dvaipayana, that's one name. Next one is he has got another name called as Veda Vyasa, because he has done four pieces of Vedas. So he is called as Veda Vyasa. And Vyasa has chose this day as an auspicious day to begin writing of Jaya or Mahabharata. Mahabharata has been written or penned on by Lord Ganapati. While Vyasa was dictating, Lord Ganapati is writing. And for this purpose, Ganapati has broken his right tusk. Right tusk, with the help of his right tusk, he has Mahabharata. This is the another important uh, relevant topic to the day. Then another important thing is this day Kuber has prayed to goddess Lakshmi, probably after Lanka has been grabbed by his brother Ravana. So this is also another auspicious day Kuber has selected. And one more importance to this day is Kuchel. Kuchel is one of the poor friend, hermit friend to Lord Krishna. On this day, Kuchel had visited Dwaraka, Krishna, with flattened rice. That's what is called as raw rice flattened. When he carries it in his armpit, and because he given it to Lord Krishna this day, he became wealthy. This is another important aspect of this day. Then one more important thing related to the state of Andhra Pradesh. In the state of Andhra Pradesh, near Vishakhapatnam, there is a temple town called as Simhachalam, Simha Achalam, Aruna Achalam, Arunachalam like Simhachalam. Simha mean Simha. Everybody knows lion. So lion staying place Achal mean Anchal, Uttaranchal. So Simhachal, Simhanchal. That's a way phonetically differed. Simhachalam we call it in Telugu, but rather we can say it in a Sanskrit sense as Simhachal, just like Arunachal. So it is a adobe of lion. But here we don't call this as a just Narasimha Swami or Nrsimha Swami. We call it as a Varaha Lakshmi Narasimha Swami. So the Lord's face here depicts in three forms. One is Varaha Roop. Varaha. Next is Lakshmi is also there, no doubt. But in male tense, if we take Varaha Roop, then Nrsimha. Nru stands for Nara. Varaha, Nara, Nrusimha, Simha. Simha is the third one. So three forms of the Lord can be seen. Although Narsimha is usually a dual facet, that is a lion face and human body. But here we can find a difference. And next one is Lakshmi is also part of it. There is a small of the related story to that by adding Lakshmi name to that. There is a tribe, Chenchu tribe. Every place there is a Banjaran. We can dwellers, but Chenchu is a kind of tribe in the Vishakhapatnam region. So Chenchu tribe lady got Lakshmi and she was again offered back to Nrsimha. That's much I can say in this part. Let me not much elaborate it, otherwise it will become very extensive discussion. And here the importance to this day is that 364 days this Lord's idol will be covered with chandan, sandal paste. Only on this specific day, Akshay Tritiya day or the Vaishaka Shuddha Tritiya day, third day, this chandan is removed and the Nijaroop, mean the original form of the Lord will be exhibited to the pilgrims or bhakts. Rest of the days, the total idol will be covered with sandal paste. The purpose of covering him with sandal paste is that sandal gives cooling effect. Nrsimha is supposed to be very ugra, ferocious. To cool him, the sandal paste is covered for him. So this is another important event of the day. Then I find one more important event to discuss. Today is Basaveshwara Jayanti. Many of the Kannadigas knows this. Most of the people in the Karnataka region, as well as the Lingayats, as well as people of the Konkan region, knows pretty well about Basava. It is a very big cult. Has done a very big service to the society. So this day has a lot of importance. Thank you, friends. Thanks for listening. Good day.